Hi guys, it's me, Vicky, Amputee Me. If this is the first time you have come to my channel, I am an above knee amputee after having my leg amputated twice. If you could please hit the like and the subscribe button down on the side there, it would greatly help my channel grow. I much appreciate you all watching my video today. What I'm going to be talking about today is your elective amputation. Now, it being elective, you would think that it'd be something you're going into for like a nose job or a boob job or having your eyes lifted. That to me means elective surgery. I never knew before this that having an elective amputation was something that people actually did. I've heard of people having amputations because of gangrene setting in, or a horrible accident that they had to have their leg amputated. But nowadays you have the choice, and what I mean by choice is that, okay, say I went to 4 different specialists. They all gave me the same results. They told me that from the damage done from my peripheral artery disease, that I could undergo surgery after surgery after surgery, but there was no guarantee that I'd ever be able to walk again, and there was no guarantee that I would never be in pain again. And the pain was so horrible. It was like scalding hot cement blocks crushing my feet. I mean, there was no way I could sleep. The only way I could sleep was to dangle my foot over the edge of the bed, and that didn't even help. I could get like 10-15 minutes sleep at a time. The pain was just so bad, and no amount of painkillers or anything would make the pain go away. The only thing that would make it go away a little bit was sticking my foot in a bucket of ice cold water. But with peripheral artery disease, you don't want to put your foot in an ice cold bucket of water because you're wanting to keep your foot warm to prevent further damage. And okay, by the time I had the first cleaning of the femoral artery behind my knee, it was too late. It was 100% blocked, and it was just too late to actually save my foot. And like I said, I've seen 4 different specialists, and they all gave me the same. The only thing different was my cardiologist, after cleaning the femoral artery out, I don't know, for the 3rd or 4th time, I was having it 100% blockage every 3 or 4 months. And I had stents in. They couldn't put it behind my knee because you can't put stents behind. And he said I should have an above knee amputation because that would get rid of the problem of the blockages or behind the knee. But my wound care specialist run some tests to see how much oxygen was getting down past my knee and said, we may be able to save your knee. Well, I heard, we can save your knee, and I ran with it. So unfortunately I had to have my leg amputated twice because I didn't listen to the cardiologist when he said to go above knee to begin with. I was told by them all that usually with this amount of damage, people wait 3 to 5 years before they get tired of all the surgeries, they get tired of all the pain, and the end result was amputation anyway. So I eliminated all that. I eliminated all those surgeries. I eliminated all that extra pain, and I was undergoing enough pain. And when you decide yourself that you're going to have the amputation, that it's not done in an emergency situation, it's elective amputation. Now, you can't go into making the decision lightly. Like I said, I talked to 4 different specialists. I discussed it with my loved ones. I did have loved ones that told me they would rather die than lose an arm or a leg. And okay, let that be. Go ahead. You go ahead and die. But I want to be able to walk again. I want to get on with my life. I do not want all this pain. This pain was making me do nothing. Nothing but be miserable. But I discussed it with my husband, and he was under the same situation that I was, with understanding me. That as long as it meant that I was going to be able to walk again, and that the horrible pain that I was suffering was going to be to an end, that he agreed with me that it was the best choice, but he left the final decision up to me. I would not leave the final decision up to anybody else. That was my choice, and I am so glad I do not regret the amputation whatsoever. I would not go back to that day before. I mean, I'm sure with the weather we've been having here the past few days in Texas, I've been suffering some phantom pain, but that by far is nothing compared to the pain before. So if you are suffering and you've had surgery after surgery and nothing is improving, you have the option, and you would like to discuss this with your doctors and with your loved ones, of having an amputation. And after amputation, life goes on. I mean, I'm not at where I want to be right now. I'm still dealing with issues with the proper fitting sockets, and I would like to be walking better, and walking right now with this is totally exhausting. But I will get there. I will get to where I want to be. It may not be 100%, but I'm okay with that, because I'm not suffering the pain and I'm up on my feet again. And so please make sure that you consult with your loved ones too, especially your husband or your significant other or your lifelong partner, because I have heard of many horror cases where they didn't agree with them that they wanted the amputation and the significant other did not, and after the amputation they just couldn't handle it. They didn't sign up for it. They didn't want to be waiting on them hand and foot, which is only a short period of time as you're recovering. And some people have been married many years and they just couldn't deal with it. I, on the other hand, was very lucky. My husband supported me 100%. He was there for me all the time. Anything I needed, he was there for me. He helped me every bit of the way. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am today. So, it's not something to take lightly. It is something you should be thinking about carefully. But remember, you are the one that makes the final decision. Don't leave the decision up to anybody else. And so, you're not just losing a limb, but you're gaining your life back. You will be able to have a prosthetic device. You will be able to carry on with your life. It's just another chapter. It may not be the same, but it's yours to live. Alright guys, if you could go ahead and like and subscribe, or whichever way side it's on, like and subscribe to my channel. It would help my channel grow greatly. And I did record this video earlier and was sitting down to edit it, and I recorded the whole video without the microphone being on, so it recorded no sound, and I'm not good at lip syncing. So here I am sitting in my pajamas redoing the video so I can get it out tonight. Alright guys, if you can make a donation also, my GoFundMe link is going to be on the bottom of the comments. Please leave any comments or any recommendations down on the bottom. I greatly appreciate you watching my video. Until next time guys, bye.